Okay, so for February 2025, we've got some fun updates on some new reports that are coming out of Amazon PPC that I'm really excited to show you guys. I know some of you were managing your PPC ads, so maybe this won't feel as relevant, but I think it's important for you guys to see it, to have an understanding of what's possible and basically what we would recommend now that Amazon's providing certain information that they didn't normally provide. First announcement is that Amazon is now providing conversion path reporting. So what is conversion path reporting? What is that? So basically what it does is it gives you a comprehensive view of your customer's path to conversion, highlighting the most effective paths across Amazon DSP, sponsored TV, sponsored display, sponsored brands, and sponsored products. So this will help allow you to identify the optimal combination of campaign types and ad formats to drive engagements and sales, understand cross-channel touch points that influence purchase decisions, balance brand awareness strategies with performance-driven campaigns to build out full funnel approaches, and measure the impact of your strategies to optimize budget allocation and plan out future spending. So super exciting stuff. So where do you find this information? So you would go to the ad console for sponsored ads. In the left menu, go to campaign manager, and then you'll see your top 5 conversion paths in the insights card at the top of the campaign page. And then to view all of your paths from a custom date range in sponsored ad reports, from the ad console, you'll go to the left menu, click measurements and reporting, and then select sponsored ads reports, choose all Amazon campaigns under report category, select your date range, and then run the report. It may take some time. This one does take a little bit longer to generate, but then it'll be ready to download. So why is the conversion path report important? So obviously we've explained what we are looking at when we see this report, but essentially as an overview, the reason this report is important is it offers insights into how a customer interacts with your ads throughout the shopping journey and understanding of what ad types work together to drive conversion. So that's the high level on why we're excited about this and how we plan to utilize it internally. And for those of you on the call that are running your own ads, that's how we believe you should use them. So here is what it looks like. So you guys can see right here, it says the sales that have been generated by that specific path. So you can see right here, sponsored product to purchase, $9,000. DSP straight to purchase, $3,800. Going to DSP, didn't purchase, but then went to a sponsored product ad, then purchased, $839. So what you're able to see with this example here is basically just how that customer's path goes, right? Sponsored product, display, purchase. It shows those lights that we just generally didn't see before. And then additionally, it shows how many of those sales are new to brand purchases, and then the total purchases that were new to brand, and then also just the paths percentage on sales specifically. So really great, important stuff. This is a newer report. I believe it might have came out end of January. So there's still, I think, a lot that we can grab from it and learn from, but we're definitely on the right track. And it's really exciting that Amazon's making these improvements and these changes. Ultimately, to me, it just shows that Amazon they're showing more. And I think that's always really encouraging to see, is that there's going to be potentials for other things as well, is how I always view it. Is if they're showing this piece, there's hope for other aspects of the Amazon platform. Now, how does the conversion path report support optimizations and decision making? The conversion path reporting provides a detailed view of how a shopper is interacting with your ads before making a purchase. So by analyzing the multi-touch attribution, brands can move beyond last click measurements to make data-driven optimization decisions. So this approach will help advertisers refine their strategies, allocate budgets more effectively, and improve overall campaign performance. So the first thing is it identifies high impact ad combinations. So it's going to help us pinpoint the most effective ad formats for your brand, because this is going to be different brand to brand. Not everybody's paths are going to look the same. So it's helping us understand how ad types work together for more strategic targeting in a different campaign type. It also enables real-time adjustments. So it delivers near real-time insights, allowing advertisers to make swift adjustments instead of waiting for post-campaign analysis. And then additionally, it helps us maximize our advertising efficiency, so ensuring our ad spend is directed towards the most impactful strategies, improving overall ROAS and campaign performance. So why is tracking this essential? So just understanding the customer's journey before purchase is crucial for optimizing our strategies. This gives us deeper insights and goes beyond just basic metrics and uncovers key patterns in a shopper's behavior. So we believe that this is going to help reduce wasted ad spend by identifying ad sequences that lead to conversions and which that don't. So being able to pull back our spend on areas that maybe aren't doing as well, right? That's one thing that's going to really help. Improve customer retention. So conversion paths insights can help brands understand repeat purchase behavior and refine more effective remarketing efforts to better keep that customer retention. Enhances creative effectiveness. So evaluating how different creatives perform at various stages of the funnel enables advertisers to craft more compelling ad content that resonates with the audience and further improves engagement. And then also just strengthens our attribution model, provides a more accurate view of which marketing strategies contribute to conversions, helping advertisers develop more effective attribution models beyond last click measurements. So we're super stoked on this. If you can't tell, I'm really excited about it. And it's definitely something that we're putting into practice now with our optimizations and how we do things here at TurnKey. Now, in addition to this, there has been an expansion on new to brand metrics. So what is new to brand? New to brand refers to a purchase made by a customer who has not bought from your brand within the past 12 months. So for a long time, new to brand data was pretty difficult to understand. So within the Amazon advertising console, Amazon reports the share of new to brand customers for many of its ad types, but not for the most important one, sponsored products. So we've had new to brand data. I'm sure some of you on this call are like, Jenna, the PPC team has reported that to me before. What are you talking about? The big news here is that now it's going to be available for sponsored product ads, because sponsored product ads, they make up around 78% of Amazon's ad spend. So until recently, there was no way for brands to know how many sponsored product conversions came from first-time buyers, but now we do. Now we're going to be able to access that information for the first time, which is great. Again, because it never made sense to me, like, why is it just for certain ad types, not for sponsored product? But now it's going to be for all of them, which is great. So why is new to brand important? So understanding how advertising reaches new and existing customers is crucial just for evaluating your campaign's effectiveness and how it's doing and aligning with your advertising objectives. So new to brand determine whether an ad-driven sale came from a new to brand purchase or a repeat customer. So by analyzing these metrics, we can identify high impact ads, pinpointing which ads, ad products, and formats effectively guide customers through your marketing funnel. We can optimize the ads performance, so uncovering the most efficient conversion paths across different ad types and placements, balancing brand awareness and performance goals, so ensuring strategies drive both long-term brand growth and immediate sales. And then also measuring advertising effectiveness, so measuring how different advertising strategies contribute to obtaining new customers. So lots of really great stuff. And then I don't have it on, no, I have one more slide here. Then I'll get to the other report. But why is tracking new to brand essential? Why is that important? So new to brand metrics are a crucial tool for optimizing campaigns across different ad types, helping brands drive customer acquisition while balancing long-term profitability. So by tracking our new to brand data, advertisers can refine their strategies to maximize reach and efficiency. With new to brand metrics, we can measure customer acquisition. So new to brand metrics can help brands assess how effectively their campaigns attract first-time buyers, ensuring steady business growth. We can assess brand recognition and loyalty. So a lower new to brand percentage may indicate the strong brand loyalty, while a higher new to brand rate suggests maybe successful brand awareness campaigns that introduce your products to new audiences. So it can tell different stories. We can optimize our cross ad performance. So new to brand insights allows advertisers to tailor strategies across sponsored ads and DSP, ensuring the most effective formats are used to attract and convert those new customers. In addition to that, it can evaluate costs versus the lifetime value. So acquiring new customers can be obviously expensive, but with new to brand insights, it allows advertisers to estimate the customer acquisition cost to the LTV, enabling the smarter budget allocation. And then additionally, it just helps you maximize your market share and growth. So tracking new to brand trends over time obviously will allow your brand to evaluate the market expansion efforts, ensuring there is continuous reach and converting on new audiences. So really great stuff there. And again, that's basically what I have for you here is just those new reports for PPC. But there is a new report in Seller Central. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen because it would be showing brands information. But basically, there's a new report and it's in brand analytics. Not everyone on this call is going to have it. It's going to be based off of the number of viewers. But if you go to brand analytics, you're actually now able to see the customer's behavior. So it'll show how many people got to your listing, how many of those people added the product to the cart, how many added it to a wish list, and then how many saved it for later. So there's 3 buckets there. And then from those that added to the cart, it shows how many purchased. So it's really interesting information. Again, not everyone's gonna have it because it is gonna be based off of the views on your listing. It is brand new. Like I wanna say it came out, we just started seeing it. Again, it's not on all of our accounts, but it's on some. But it's really great. It's really exciting. And it's showing that Amazon's letting up a little bit, right? It's showing that Amazon is giving us more of a glimpse into what's happening and what that customer journey looks like. Something they didn't really always share. So I think it's really exciting. It shows where they're heading in that direction. And I think overall it's definitely gonna help make Amazon better. It's gonna make all brands better. It's gonna make listings better. It's gonna help us head in the right